Good afternoon and welcome to a sunny Birmingham University. It is day 6 of the IBSA World Games blind football competition, day 5 of the men's competition, and for our third game today we have some men's Group A action between Japan and Türkiye. The players are out in the middle at the minute and we are about to hear the national anthems.
Please remain standing if you are able for the national anthem of Türkiye.
Korkma sönmez bu şafak, darda yüzen alsacak. Sönmeden yurdumun üstünde tütene solacak o be milletimin. Yıldızıdır parlayacak o benim, o benim milletimindir ancak. Çatma kurban olayım, şehrenin ey yazlı hilal. Kahraman ırkıma bir güle, bu şiddet bu celal sana olmaz dökülen. Kanlarımız sonra yaratılır, arkada var milletimin istiklal.
So the anthems are complete. Good to see a fair bit of support for both teams in the crowd today. Let's take you through the team sheets for this afternoon's game, starting with Japan. So in goal they have number 1 Daisuke Sato, and then their outfield players are number 3 Robertozumi Sasaki, number 5 Tomonori Kuroda, number 6 Taichi Hirabayashi, number 8 Masaki Goto, and number 10 Ryo Kawamura, who is also their captain. Their coach is Aisi Nakagawa and the guide is Tomohito Oibayashi. Let's take you through the Türkiye lineup. In goal for them is their captain Hüseyin Saygili, and their outfield players are number 2 Recep Aydeniz, number 14 Oguzun Yokas, number 16 Semi Deniz, and number 17 up front, the big man Emre Aslan. Their coach is Niyazi Metin and their guide is Mehmet Mustafa Erdogan. So Group A men's action, this should be an absolute titanic clash. We're looking at the world number 4 in Japan and the world number 9 in Türkiye. Japan currently sitting second in the group. They played 2, won 1, drawn 1. They drew against Italy on Tuesday and then beat Thailand on Thursday. Türkiye currently third. They've played 2, drawn 1, lost 1, drew with Thailand and then lost 2-1 against Italy. This should be an excellent clash with a lot riding on it, as are all our games today. we have a look at the day's fixtures, we've already had the 7th place playoff in the women's competition this morning between England and Germany, which Germany won on penalties, and then the 5th place playoff in the same competition, which was won by Morocco, also on penalties. Our attention for the rest of the day, though, switches to the men's competition. We have Japan versus Turkey now. Then after this we will have Italy against Thailand at 2:30 local time, and then later this afternoon we switch to Group B, where it will be England against China, and then we finish the day 6:30 local time kickoff with Germany against Argentina. So a lot riding on this one in Group A. I'm delighted to say that Dixie Dean joins me alongside me. Dixie, looking forward to this one.
Yes, I am. It's as I say, when you get to the final group games, it's a bit more cut and thrust, and there's no room for error in this last game. Turkey, they've got to go for the win. Nothing else will help their cause at all. So yes, we're going to have an open-sided game. Japan sitting on 4 points. They're sitting pretty at the moment, but they could do a point for them would be enough. But to play for a draw is it's a dangerous game doing that. So they'll go for the win as well. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of cut and thrust and contrasting styles. The Japanese are all action, charging the ball down, and whereas the Turkish are a bit more measured. And I was watching the warm-ups, and the Turks were concentrating on attacking and shooting, whereas the Japanese were basically looking at the defensive shape and really working hard with their coaches on being compact and making it very difficult for anyone to get through the middle and sending people down the side. So it's going to be a right royal battle here, I think.
So Turkey need a win, so they will have to go on the offensive in this one. A word on our officials, who you saw briefly earlier. So our referees for this game are Stuart Winton, Mark Heap, and then we have also Atika Russley and Romina Rosado assisting them. Our scorer is Julia Kalbau, and the timekeeper is Natalia Molina. So we are just about all ready to get going in this one. It's going to be Turkey to kick off, kicking from left to right in their red tops and black shorts, and Japan will be kicking from right to left, as you look on our main camera feed, in all blue with white trim. Referees just checking the eye shades of the players, and then we will be ready to get this one underway.
The two officials on the pitch at the moment are both English officials, vastly experienced, the pair of them. They've been refereeing blind football, probably 14 years, 15 years, probably, the pair of them. So this will hold no issues for them at all, and I'm sure they'll referee it in the normal British style.
Good to hear. So officials are just shaking hands with the coaches on the benches, and then we will get underway. Turkey's number 17, Emre Aslan, over the ball to start. I've seen him strike a pretty hard ball in training over these last couple of days. He's been targeting our commentary tent quite a bit, so he strikes a fierce ball, so hopefully Japan will not want to give him too many sighters of goal. So officials just doing their final checks, and we are just about ready to get kicked off here. So the whistle blows and we get underway, and immediately Aslan on the ball. Emre Aslan turns from left to right and then goes back. Excellent ball control at pace. Plays the ball forward now, looking for 14, but can't quite find Okuzan Yokus there. It goes through to Japan's goalkeeper, and Japan now on the attack. Japan on the attack, the left side near sideboard here. See.
They're still battling on the sideboard here with Japan edging forward, but Turkish defence are standing strong.
Hirabayashi and Sasaki there for Japan, trying to get that ball out and forward, and Hirabayashi does so and plays the ball across field towards Goto. Goto can't keep it in play though, that would be a goalkeeper's clearance to Turkiye. Crossfield ball upfield as they're into Japan territory, but Hirabayashi intercepts that, and here he goes from left to right across the pitch. And he's won his side an early corner here, so a good start from Japan this, and they've got a chance to put some pressure on Turkey early here. Yeah,
Japan very quick across the ground, and I thought he went right across into that corner. I thought, he's going to run out of space, but Turkey player got across there and has put a foot in, and they've gained their first corner of the game.
So first corner for Japan here. Number 6 Hirabayashi and number 10 Kawamura over there taking it. It will be Kawamura, the captain, who takes it. And he crosses that right-footed into the middle. Unfortunately, nobody there for Japan. Goto was in the vicinity, but not close enough. He's fighting for this ball now, Goto, and he's managed to get it to Sasaki. The ball pinned in against the barrier on this near side. Both teams fighting for possession at the moment. And Turkiye have it, and it's cleared upfield by the goalkeeper Sagili, looking for Aslan. Here he is, Aslan into the box, has a shot, good save. It was a nice height for Sato, but it was a strong save, quick reactions, he wasn't too far away from him. An early shot on target for Turkey.
It was a good break by Turkey, and they got right in on goal, and if anything, he got a little bit too close to the keeper, made it a little bit easy for the keeper to block the save.
Japan now back on the attack with number 8 Goto on the ball. On the far side, Turkey defending in numbers, and Aslan brings it away, although the referee's whistle has gone here quite vigorously. Looks like we might have a bit of an injury.
Yeah, we got a blood injury on the Turkey player, so he's going to have to go off. They'll have to make a substitution.
Yeah, physio is on.
So we'll have a little bit of a hold up here because the process has got to be done. He can't come back on because the physio's entered the field of play.
I think it's Semi Deniz down there who's taken a little bit of a blow to the face.
Here's a substitute.
So there's going to be a substitution for Turkey, and Salal Koban is going to come on in replace of the injured Deniz whilst he receives treatment.
Yeah, the Turkey centre forward wasn't very pleased about that. His colleague bleeding a little bit because he was on a good run entering into the attacking third when the whistle went, and he threw his arms up, and you could see he wasn't very happy. But
Emre Aslan, he's on the ball again now. He attacks with pace. He hits the ball with a ferocious strike. He plays the ball out wide to Yokus, who can't keep it in, but that's going to be a corner to Japan. It's a corner to Turkey, sorry, much to the annoyance of the Japanese defender Sasaki there. So Oguzahan Yokus and Emre Aslan over the corner here for Turkiye. Referee just moving the Japanese defenders back slightly to the appropriate distance. Here we go, so it will be Yokus. It's crowded out by a sea of Japanese defenders, led by Goto there, as they try and win the ball back from Turkiye. They're inside their own half here. They have done so successfully, and it is finally cleared away by Japan upfield, chased by Kawamura. Turkiye now in possession. Here goes Emre Aslan. We've seen him twist and turn his way all week, and here he goes again on another of these mazy runs, attacking. Has a go at the keeper. That was saved, so that will be a corner. And Aslan once again showing his skill and his technique and his speed. Certainly the focal point for this Türkiye side.
Yeah, and that passage of play there, we saw the Japanese style of defending. It's like throw a net on the ball all around it. That's what they were practicing before the game started with their coaches. They're all very, very close together when they're defending. They move as one unit, so it makes it really, really difficult to get round them. And as you see, then Turkey player managed to do that.
Yeah, Aslan again on the ball. Miscontrols it this time, and he has lost possession, so he'll be brought away by Sasaki for Japan. Inside the Türkiye half, and he passes that out to the number 6, Hirabayashi. And that is going to be a Japanese corner this time, so Japan just going from end to end, so from a Türkiye corner straight up the other end to a Japan corner now. A chance for them to see if they can create their first chance of the game.
Yeah, Turkey are Japan are very quick across the ground, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of this, of the ball swinging from end to end, with the Japanese attacking very quickly.
Hirabayashi knocks it to Kawamura. He comes out and turns back. Ryo Kawamura, the Japanese skipper, but he's lost the ball here. Picked up by Yokus, who brings it away for Türkiye. Aslan is chasing after it. Sasaki is in there for Japan, and he's come out with it. So here goes Sasaki. Mazy run. Sasaki goes down. Referees say play on and goal clearance to Türkiye. This game's already got a good pace about it, as Aslan has the ball now for Türkiye. Tries to shoot, but it's blocked by Koban. Türkiye have the ball back now with Yokus. Yokus swings it out left, looking for Aslan. Can't find him there. That's been intercepted by Goto. And Goto now for Japan. Cuts inside, but he just gets ahead of the ball there, just clips his heel. He's got it back though. Trying to go around the outside of the Turkish defence, and that's gone all the way through to Saygili, who can pick up in the Turkish goal.
And we start again, but we are seeing a good indication of how the Japanese defend. Where the ball is, there 4 of them were within 3 yards of the ball. So if you beat one, you've got a few more to beat. There they go again, all close together.
And there it is, and it pays off again as Sasaki wins that one. The ball near his own goal line though. He tries to get it out, but it's gone straight to Aydeniz there. For Türkiye, goes from one side to the other and finds Aslan. Aslan is crowded out though by that sea of all 4 Japanese outfielders surrounding him. Japan setting their tactics out early. They're going to defend in numbers and look to hit Türkiye on the break here with pace. Ball is now on the near sideboard. Yokus of Türkiye has the ball. Passes back inside his own half across the pitch. Picked up by the number 10, Koban, who goes back to his keeper. Forced to make a hasty clearance upfield to Aslan. Can he keep it in? Oh, it's an excellent effort. He's very unlucky there.
Yeah, it was excellent play by him there. The ball would just escaped him, and he slid and hooked it back. But it was over the touchline by about a foot. So, but marvellous effort.
Japan on the attack through Kawamura, who switches play across the field. He's just trying to locate the ball. Lots of bodies around it, making it very difficult. Türkiye, I think they may have come away with it, and it does look like they have. The number 2, Recep Aydeniz, brings it away. Up to the left-hand sideboard here. Japan getting 2 defenders around him early. Forced to play it backwards. Once again, Türkiye decide to reset, go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Seen them do that a couple of times now. Switching play once again. Here is Aslan. trying to weave his way through, but too many Japanese bodies in front of him. Here goes Goto for Japan, but he's lost the ball. Sasaki tries to make an intercept there for Japan. It's well done by Salal Koban, who switches it to Aslan. A little bit of space, tries to shoot, but just took a little bit too long to get his shot off there, and the Japanese defenders managed to get back.
Yeah, the Japanese move across the ground so quickly. He had a little bit of space, but within seconds he had 4 Japanese right in his face, and they just close the space down, and there's just nowhere to play. And it's a very effective way, but I can imagine it must be extremely tiring, the amount of work they're doing from side to side.
Yeah, so an early timeout called here. Give the players some breath. Emre Aslan, who's been the focus point for Türkiye so far. You see he's already had a few sights of goal, as you can see here. Emre Aslan, the main man for Turkey so far, he's certainly been the focal point. Couple of shots off so far, but Japan have done well. They haven't given him too much room for those shots. He's had to take them quickly. Hasn't quite had his feet set, you could see in that last one. Yet to get a real clear sight of goal. So it's still 0-0, but just over 7 minutes remaining in this first half in Group A. The final group match for these two teams. Turkey know they probably need a win from this. Meanwhile, for Japan, a point would probably do, although they would also like a win to see if they can put pressure on Italy, try and finish top of the group.
Yeah, it is. If they can finish top, they've got an easier route into the semi-finals. So I'm sure they'll be going for it. But Aslan's the main man for Turkey, so they'll keep on trying to get the ball to him. But I think what they need to do is work the Japanese defence a little bit harder from side to side to tire them out, to create some space.
There is that side-to-side movement, which does find Aslan, although even then Japan do manage to get players back, although he has won a corner here, Aslan, for Türkiye, so another chance for them to maybe get a shot on goal. You can see the Japanese goalkeeper Daisuke Sato just setting up where he wants his defenders and just pointing out where the Turkish attackers are. Here's Aslan. Takes it back. Good fast feet. Right to left, left to right. But he's lost the ball here. He's trying to do it all himself, and he's got a lot of Japanese bodies between him and the goal. He's forced to go backwards. Turkey have to reset. And they go all the way back to their goalkeeper, Saigili. He clears upfield, looking straight, almost makes its way through. Aslan has a snapshot, had to take it quick with his right foot, probably was a left-footed effort that, goes wide. Turkey are on the attack again though, doing well to keep the ball at the minute, so that Aslan is putting pressure on the Japanese defence, and he might almost win that. Japan clear their lines, they do well. Aslan is fighting hard though. He's got almost all the Japanese defenders around him, although he's done well to get that out. He's found Yokus on the other side, though Yokus loses out. And here is Goto, can bring it away for Japan into Turkish territory.
And that's a corner.
And he's won a corner. That's excellent pressure there from Masaki Goto. He might have lost the ball, but he kept that high press on, forced a mistake out of the Turkish defender. And Japan now have a corner.
The only issue with the way Japan are defending, as I said, they're getting 4 players in and around the ball, is if they do win it, they've got nowhere to pass it to, because obviously they're all tight together. So that's the trade-off. It's like, do we want to score or do we want to defend? And at the moment, they're coming out with the philosophy, well, let's defend what we got. And they're not too worried about what going forward. So, it could change in the second half. They might decide to try and sneak a goal and finish top of the group.
There's no outlet for them up front at the minute. Very contrasting styles, this. So, corner for Japan. Here goes Kawamura, the skipper. He's lost out. That's a good foot in there from Denise. Kawamura though picks it back up just inside his own half. Crossfield pass. That's a lovely ball out to Goto. Goto trying to keep it in. Does so. No, he doesn't. Not quite. Good effort, but unable to keep it in. It'll be a goal clearance to Turkey.
Yeah, it was a fabulous ball across the pitch, and for once the Japanese did have two players up front, but he failed to control it and the ball went out for goal clearance.
Here's the main man Aslan for Türkiye, pursued by Hirayabashi. Goes back to his goalkeeper who clears upfield. Now here's Aslan, just steps on the ball there. Loses it. Japan doing well to crowd him out, not giving him time and space on the ball. He's very dangerous if they do so. They know he's the danger man. Japan just trying to take as much time to reset and make sure they're ready to attack at their own pace and their own tempo. Skipper Kawamura there having a go, but unsuccessfully. Although he does win that back off Aslan. Ryo Kawamura on about the halfway line here, just on the near sideboard. Both teams fighting hard for the ball. It looks well trapped under bodies at the minute. Japan do manage to get it out, and they play it cross field looking for Goto. Turkey tackle Goto there, and they can now clear upfield. They're picked up by Kawamura. Japan keeping pressure on here, penning Turkey back into their own half. This is good from the Japanese. Good movement. Here's Goto. Cuts inside and he's brought down just as he was about to pass or shoot there.
Yeah, that was a bit cynical, but Turkey player there is Japanese lads. He's just cutting inside and getting it, just winding up ready for the shot, and he's been taken down. So that's a foul against Turkey. And that's, to be fair, it's been a clean game. That's the first direct foul of the game. So yeah, it's been a good game so far.
Yeah, see there, Hassan Satai just taking away the left leg of Masaki Goto just as he was about to strike that ball. Clear foul. Good decision from the officials that. So a free kick now for Japan in a fairly dangerous position. They're probably about 12, 13 metres away from goal.
Yeah, this could be what they're thinking, where they're going to play. That they'll defend with four and hopefully get breakaways, get free kicks and stuff around the box, and exploit those to get their goal.
Number 6, Taichi Hirabayashi over this one, alongside Sasaki. Sasaki with his right foot on the ball, just waiting for Türkiye to set up their wall. And it will be the turn of the Japanese guide behind the goal, Tomohito Ubayashi, to instruct his players. He'll tap both posts, let them know where the goal is. Total silence required from Türkiye at this point. Japan trying to set a little two-man wall of their own in front of the Turkish three-man wall. A long tap of the post there from the guide, potentially indicating which way he wants the players to go. Hirabayashi takes it away, goes left, goes wide left, shoots, and that's an excellent save. Good save there from Saigili, head high, good strong right hand to push it away for a corner. Yeah,
that's the best bit of play we've seen from either side there. The Japanese lads brought it out to the right, cut in, sent a nice shot into the near post, and the Türkiye goalkeeper's come across with a big strong right hand, pushed it round the corner.
Yeah, probably coming into the post, that couldn't take the risk that might go in. It's a good save there from Saigili. So corner to Japan. They cut inside, and that's another right-footed effort, this time from Kawamura, and that's a strong foot save this time from Saigili. being tested in the Turkish goal.
Yeah, he's done very well there because he was going the wrong way and he's had to come back, and he's just managed to get his foot down on top of the ball. Well done, Turkey keeper.
So Japan in the last couple of minutes just creating some chances, putting a bit of pressure back on Turkey after the Turkish had the better of the opening 5-10 minutes. Long ball forward, but
yeah, he's kicked it out and it's not touched his half, so it'll be an indirect free kick on the halfway line to the Japanese. As I say, when the keeper throws it out or kicks it, it's got to touch the floor before the halfway line. So that was clearly over the halfway line, so they'll restart with an indirect free kick on the halfway line. We've got just under 3.
Hussein Saigili was very frustrated with himself. He knew he made a mistake there. It's a simple error which could cost his team here, so indirect free kick for Japan. Kawamura takes it left. Looks to pass to a teammate, but he's overhit that one, so goes straight out of play. So Saigili gets another go to launch one forward, although he's given that away. And Japan can come forward once again. Hirabayashi cuts in, has a go, and what a goal! There it is, the opening goal of the game from Taichi Hirabayashi.
What a fabulous goal. He's picked it up on the halfway line. He's moseyed on down into the attacking third, and he sent a low stinging shot into the right hand side of the goal as we're looking at it. And the keeper's tried to get down, and he can't get down there, it's too fast.
Yeah, Saigili very frustrated with himself. He gave the ball away, but that is all about Hirabayashi. Look at that, he cuts in from the left onto his right foot, and that is a stinging shot into the bottom corner. That's an excellent finish. So 1-0 Japan.
So we're going to see fireworks from the Turkish side now.
Yeah, Turkey, they're going to be forced to really go for this here. There should be hopefully a few more goals left in this. Turkey know they really do need a win from this fixture.
I think they're going to get very frustrated up front with the way the Japanese the way they defend.
So Japan, they're going to defend in numbers now. They know they've got a lead that they can play with here. They'll hit Turkey on the break as much as they can. Turkey kick off. Here's Hassan Satai. Brings the ball right from the kick-off, but okay, he runs into that sea of Japanese defenders. There's Sasaki, who's been excellent at the back so far for Japan, marshalling the troops back there. So that's an error there from Masaki Goto. He tried to pass the ball back to his goalkeeper, but he's passed it straight out for a corner instead. Yeah,
he's got his bearings a little bit wrong there, and he's put some pressure on his defence now and on his team. Bit careless and lax there by the Japanese defender.
Emre Aslan over this corner. We've seen the danger he can pose, so Japan will be trying their best to ensure he doesn't get a shot on goal. Here he goes. Aslan brings it out, turns back towards the corner, weaving his way, trying to create space from that sideboard and from the Japanese defenders. Tries to cross it. It's going to be another corner. It's well defended from Japan, but they couldn't get the ball off him.
No, you could throw a duvet up in the air and you'd catch all 4 Japanese players under it, wouldn't you? Wherever the ball is, the 4 of them are all wrapped around him. It's very difficult, you know. As I said before, the only way Turkey are going to get out with this is to keep switching the ball, but they've got to switch it really fast from side to side to create some space. There's just no space anywhere else.
Sea of blue kit as the Japanese defenders just swarm whoever has the ball for Turkey, not allowing them any space whatsoever. Another corner. Here's Satai. Trying to keep hold of it, but he's run into Sasaki, who half clears. Finds Goto. Masaki Goto can bring this one away, almost up to the halfway line. Forced to go backwards. And there's the clearance from the captain, Ryo Kawamura. Japan defending well here and putting Turkey under pressure to find goals, and they've forced another corner here. Another mistake at the back there from Turkey, and Japan are playing this first half very well. It took them a while to settle into this. They were a little bit slow to start with. Now they're up to speed. They are playing some excellent football here.
Yeah, the Japanese game plan is it's quite novel to watch. As I say, when they're defending, as I say, you could chuck a blanket up and you catch all 4 of them. But when they're attacking, they're in the 4 corners of the pitch, and they get into those positions really quickly. As soon as they're comfortable, they've got the ball, they're sprinting up the lines, giving options.
There's Kawamura from the corner then. In the middle of the pitch, but he's lost out to Aslan. Aslan trying to bundle his way through the defence. There's so many bodies. He's trying to use his strength to get through now, and he's doing a good job, but there is simply just too many Japanese players to get through. Kawamura sweeps that one up, plays a lovely 1-2 off the sideboard to try and get around the Turkish defender there, and he has done so. Ryo Kawamura into the sideboard, just taking the sting out of this as we approach the last minute of this first half. Japan leading 1-0 in a game that Turkey must win and Japan probably need to avoid defeating. Well, Turkey, can they launch one final attack before the break? It doesn't look like it is. Once again, that Japanese defence just sniffs any chance out. Oh, they've won the ball back well here, Turkey. Number 10 there, Salal Koban, is trying his very best, and here is Alya Deniz. Japan are just too good when it comes to tackling and maintaining possession of the ball. They're just taking the sting out of this just before half-time, ensuring there's no more chance for Turkey before the break. And there goes the buzzer. So 1-0 to Japan at half-time. Turkey, who probably started the stronger of the two sides. A couple of early sighters for Emre Aslan up front, but he couldn't make the most of it. And then Japan really did turn on the style. They suddenly started launching attack after attack, and it eventually paid dividends. It was a fantastic finish from Taichi Hirabayashi that gives them the lead here at the break. So 1-0 to Japan, and Turkey probably do need a rethink here. They need to change their game plan as we look through the highlights of the first half.
And that was probably the best chance for Turkey just there, and he got in a little bit too close to the keeper. And we go again. He's on the run. He's trying to get around the outside, but like the angles are so tight. It's virtually impossible for him to get the ball in from there. And he keeps trying down that side, but the Japanese are making it so difficult for him. They just keep pushing him out. And here we go again. When he's in a wide angle there again. He didn't get a good shot then, but he was in a wide angle.
Yeah, Japan have marshalled Aslan well. They've restricted his chances to those from poor angles, as you saw that free kick.
Yeah, that was straightforward for the referees, that was. And from the free kick.
Yeah, there was the sighter for Taichi Hirabayashi, who forced a good save first from Hussein Saigili, which it was, and then a couple of moments later he gave his side the lead.
And that is a good save. But the Turkish keeper is quite tall, so you would expect him to save that. And another good save with his feet, because that's quite low, and for a big lad, he's got down well for that. And here we go.
Yeah, so here we go. Here is Hirabayashi, a little mazy run onto that right foot and then low through the bodies of defenders, through the legs, beats the keeper down low to his left with a fierce strike.
And I think what's done him, the keeper, there's no backlift. It's just a stab with his toe as he's gone through, and the keeper's not got himself set properly, and it's come through so quickly that he just really can't react to it in time. It's a cracking goal. Through
the bodies of players from a decent distance out. That's a fantastic strike. So that gives Japan the lead at the break. They lead 1-0 here at half-time. Turkey do need a little bit of a rethink here. They know that they need some goals in the second half, so we're going to take a short break and then we'll be back for you for the second half.
It's fast, technical and tense. This is your guide to five-a-side football. There are 5 players per team, 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. The aim of the sport is to score a goal by kicking the ball into your opponent's goal, and at the end of the game, whoever scored the most wins. Players must wear eye shades to ensure that all players have the same level of vision. That is apart from the goalkeepers, who aren't required to wear eye shades and can be fully sighted. Their job is to keep the ball from going in the goal behind them. But how do the players on the field know where the ball, or indeed the goal, is? Well, the ball in blind football is specially designed to make sound whenever it moves. Also, each team has a guide behind the opposition goal to help direct them. Each player is required to shout "Voy" when going for the ball. This ensures every player has the cues they need to help build a picture of what's going on and what to do next in defence or attack. To help this, total silence is required from the crowd until a goal goes in. Voy is Spanish for go, and it was the Spanish who were credited with originally developing blind football in the 1920s. As well as the Paralympics, teams from all corners of the world can compete at World, European, Asian, African and America's Championships, as well as a World Grand Prix.
Blind football can be played by both men and women, with the historic first Women's World Championships coming up in 2023.
So what are you waiting for? Give it a try.
IBSA, International Blind Sports Federation, presents, with the support of the International Paralympic Committee, IBSA Anti-Doping App, the first application of its kind in the Paralympic movement, specifically designed for blind and visually impaired people. Athletes, coaches, medical staff, managers, and the public in general now have a powerful tool to stay focused on the principles of clean sport. Scrolling down the main menu, you can find all the important themes you need to know to play fair and be alert to testing procedures and necessary adaptations for athletes with visual impairments. IBSA gives top priority to anti-doping control, being the only international federation with 3 sports in the Paralympic family: goalball, football, and judo. IBSA Anti-Doping App has external links, namely to WADA, where our sport agents can always find the most updated information, especially the list of prohibited substances and methods. Glory in sport can only be achieved by the athlete's awareness of their rights and responsibilities. You can find them on the IBSA Anti-Doping App. IBSA is continuously promoting anti-doping education to all its affiliate athletes and sport agents, not only about the consequences of the use of doping and the risk of using supplements. IBSA believes that education is the major tool to fight doping in sport. Informed athletes can make better decisions. Download the app now at the usual operating system stores.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen history being made today.
Such a great team at these championships.
IBSA. Beyond sight. Feel the sport.
So welcome back to sunny Birmingham. It is the second half here of this men's Group A game in the blind football between Japan and Turkey. You can have a look at your screen now and you will see the updated table of Group A as it stands, which has Japan on top, which is exactly where they want to be as they kick off the second half. They are currently on 7 points, which is a big boost for them in their hopes of going far in this tournament. Officials just making sure we're ready here. So Turkey at the moment with this loss would go bottom of the group, which is definitely not where they want to be. They've got higher ambitions than that. So Japan kick us off, kicking from left to right. The skipper Ryo Kawamura gets us underway. Japan straight into their work, but Turkey defend well. And Recep Aydeniz brings this one forward for Turkey. And he's won his side a corner early, so a good start from Turkey here. They've got a corner 20 seconds into the second half.
Yeah, good little bit of pressure early doors for Morocco, earning a corner out on the far side there. Let's have a little look, see if they can do something different, because if they just run with the ball, those 4 Japanese players are going to be all over them like a rash.
Yeah, so it will be Aslan on the corner, and the ball goes into the middle, but that's too close to the Japanese keeper, and that's easy for Sato to deal with. No changes in goal at half-time, like we have seen in previous games today, so both keepers remain the same. Ball on the halfway line on the far sideboard at the minute. The team's jostling for possession. Very nearly breaks for Aslan. He tried to bring it under control, couldn't quite. Aydeniz is there as well for Turkey.
Yeah, Japan just breaking over the halfway line, and he was clipped on the halfway line now. So that'll be a foul to Japan. The Turkey player just clipped in as he was just getting over the halfway line, and the referees were quite rightly blew the whistle, and we're going to have a free kick there. And there's one Japanese player down on the floor. I'm not sure if don't think it was him that was clipped. I think he's probably got another issue.
Yeah, we've got a slight break here. In fact, it's the goal scorer Taichi Hirabayashi who is currently down. Looks like he's just gingerly making his way to his feet. He's a bit sore, not quite sure what it was that caused him to go down, but he is just wandering over to his bench.
Yeah, I think he's got it in the unmentionables somewhere. Don't quite know where it was. Probably in that melee there. But yeah, the gentleman out watching this will know how that feels.
A painful one for the Japanese goal scorer then. But he seems to be all right to continue, thankfully. So a free kick to Japan just inside their own half here on the far side. And they play that ball up to the right hand side of the pitch, but that's out for a goal clearance. And there's another player gone down here. It's the Japanese number 8 Masaki Goto, who's just gone down just off the pitch here.
Yeah, the referee had to take evasive action there. They come bowling down the corner, and he's jumped in the air, and the Japanese players ended up underneath him.
A little bit of a melee down here in the corner right in front of us, but thankfully everyone is okay. So goal clearance for Turkey as you watch that little collision between 2 players and the referee. So Turkey are on the attack, far side, in the attacking third on the far right hand board. Ball is pinned to the board. 2 Japanese defenders there, including Sasaki, who has been excellent at the back so far for Japan, and he goes down under pressure, but no foul is given. There's Aydeniz trying to bundle his way through once again for Turkey, trying to create something out of nothing. Cleared upfield once again by Turkey. Aydeniz and Sasaki battle it out once again to try and regain possession for their respective sides. Finds its way to Aslan. Here he is, Turkish star man up top. He's trying to go on one of those mazy runs of his, but it's very difficult with a sea of Japanese defenders around him, and he's lost the ball. Here comes Goto. Goto goes down. That's going to be a foul as a shirt pull there indicated by the official.
Yeah, the number 10's put his hand on his shoulder and just dragged him to the floor as the Japanese player was just getting away from him a little bit, and he stuck his hand out and pulled him down. And a bit cynical by the Turkish player there.
Yeah, clear free kick there. So as you can see on the replay, there is that little right arm came out from Salal Koban just to drag Goto to the floor. So free kick to Japan here in a fairly dangerous position just inside the attacking third on the far side.
Yeah, we've seen from their previous efforts with free kicks in and around this area, they tend to end with they get an end result out of it with a shot away, and either score or get a false save by the keeper.
Yeah, Japan have been dangerous in these positions so far. It's the skipper Ryo Kawamura who is over the ball at the moment. Turkish keeper is happy with his wall. Now the turn of the Japanese guys behind the goal. Tomohito Ubayashi, who will tap both posts, tapping the keeper's right hand post ferociously there.
That's a very long tap, that one.
Now moves over to the left hand side. Another long tap on the left, and resumes his position behind the goal and finishes his instructions. He'll go for the free kick then. Kawamura takes a strike, but that was deflected by the wall.
That's a corner.
Koban couldn't quite keep that in, so corner to Japan to keep the pressure on here. They're doing well, penning Turkey in their own half, just where they want them.
And Turkey want to be up the other end, and they just can't get out at the moment. Japanese are doing a really good job on them at the moment, and Turkey are going to have to work hard to get the ball up the other end of the pitch.
Corner to Japan then, with Kawamura and Hirabayashi over it. It will be Kawamura to bring it away. Nice cut in field on his left foot. Takes a strike, and that's a good save there. Pushed away, and it will end up being a Turkish goal clearance, but a strong save there from Saigili in the goal.
Yeah, it was a great shot, and we've just seen it again. He's come across the face of the goal, and he's unleashed a left foot shot, and he was heading to that far post area, and the big keeper's got across there.
Oh, Turkey now at the other end. End-to-end action here, as that was Recep Aydeniz who managed to break through and get a fairly clear sight of goal, but unable to convert as he shoots wide. Now Japan move forward. All of a sudden there is a high tempo to this game. Turkey know they need to score goals. That will create opportunities for Japan as well. Should be a ferociously high-paced second half, this, as players clatter into the board on the far side of the pitch. Japan in control at the moment. They now play cross field. Captain Kawamura is after it. He gets the ball. It's been well marshalled though by the Turkey defenders, and Saigili picks it up. Throws it out to Aslan. Aslan, nice touch. Goes across field. Goes down. Nothing given. Protests from Turkish guide, but referees say play on. Now here's Aslan again, driving at Japanese defence. And he's overrun that one. That'll be a goal clearance. So Kawamura for Japan, halfway line. Plays a lovely crossfield ball. Finds Hirabayashi, the goal scorer for Japan in this, on the far board. But he's lost the ball here. Aydeniz brings it away for Turkey. Finds Aslan. Aslan into Japanese territory. Finds the near sideboard. Now back to the centre of the pitch. Cross field. Pass to Aydeniz. Turkey are just really struggling to get their attacks going. Japan always getting a foot in the way, and they're bundling forward. And here is Goto, who was working hard there. He's now gone down. Referee just checking he's okay whilst play continues. Japan once again at the back. This time was Sasaki with a foot in, and now they're on the attack, and that's a good effort, and another strong save there from Saigili down low to his right hand side.
We end up with a corner. The Japanese player's gone down the left hand side, and he struck it with his right foot into the near post area, and the big Turkish goalkeeper has got down there, big strong hand again, turned it away for a corner.
Yeah.
Starting to open up now.
I think it was Hirabayashi again with the effort. The goal scorer looking to double his tally. As just check on Masaki Goto there, who went down moments ago. So a corner for Japan, and they are piling on the pressure here, looking for a second goal. So here's the corner, and the shot comes in from the right foot of Ryo Kawamura, and that goes right across the face of goal, but just wide.
Yeah, it was a great effort, and I think the Turkish goalkeeper was well pleased to see that go wide of the post, because if it had been the other side of it, he wasn't getting it.
Yeah, Japan with a few early sighters of goal in this second half. Got 9.5 minutes to play in this. Still Japan 1, Türkiye 0. A result that would currently send Japan top of the group and Türkiye bottom. Türkiye know they need to change the result here. They've got to try and find something. At the moment, it's Japan who have the ball on the halfway line. Ball is stuck under the body of players at the moment. It's brought out by Kawamura, the Japanese skipper. He's run into Aslan there, but found his way through him. Brings it up the right-hand side. He can't keep it in though. He's overdone that one, and that's brought away by Turkish keeper. He throws it out to his left this time. A little bit of a moment there at the back for Sasaki. He wasn't quite sure where he was there, and the
referee stopped play because the two players who were involved in that incident both ended in the heap, and all the shades come off, so the referees just stopped it.
Yeah, Sasaki trying to clear his line. Aslan trying to get a shot on goal there. Managed to get away within the melee. Sasaki just lost his eye shades there. So just a little water break for a few of the players there whilst we get reset for what's going to be a uncontested drop ball, it looks like.
Yeah, uncontested. Japan were in possession of the ball when the referee blew the whistle. So uncontested drop ball. Mark Heap is going to drop it in. There we go.
Kawamura on the ball for Japan. Passes the ball into Turkish territory, and that tackle means that it's going to be a Japanese corner. So Japan keeping the ball at the right end of the pitch as far as they're concerned, not giving Türkiye any chance to get the ball up at the other end and create any chances themselves. So corner to Japan here. The familiar two players of Hirabayashi and Kawamura standing over it. As Japan look for a second goal to really try and kill this game off. Here is Kawamura up the sideboard, strikes left-footed, good save low by Saigili, holds on to that one and distributes out to his right. Türkiye trying to move the ball forward. They need to get the ball up to Aslan quickly up front, but Sasaki has marshalled him excellently. And that clearance is going to go out, so Türkiye can reset this attack. Go left this time. They've got three players on the left-hand side wall. That's a long clearance upfield from Koban, but there's nobody up there for Türkiye, so it goes into the hands of the Japanese goalkeeper. The moment, and that's put out for a corner by Semi Denise there, so it'll be another Japanese corner, and Japan are just doing everything they need to here. They'll be very happy with their work so far in this. Türkiye know that they need to try and create a chance here somehow.
Yeah, and all the time this is happening, the clock is ticking down, and we just got over 7.5 minutes to go. So it looks like Türkiye are making a substitution. Yeah,
Türkiye are readying a change here. It's going to be Selal Koban off, and the number 7 Emre Okal is going to come on, see if he can try and find a goal for his side. But at the moment, it's Japan who are on the ascendancy. They've got a corner on the far sideboard, looking to try and stretch that lead out with 7.5 minutes to play. Here go Japan from the corner then. Cutting in, right-footed shot across the face of goal, just wide.
That's a cracking shot by the Japanese player there. It's just missed the outside post by a whisker. And again, if it had been the other side of the post, there was no way the Turkish keeper was getting there. And he was watching that and was very grateful to see that disappear.
Yeah, very similar to the last move we saw with Kawamura getting the ball onto his right foot and then taking a ferocious effort right across the face of goal, but just wide again. Now Japan on the attack, left-hand side, Hirabayashi. He's already scored once, has another go, but no power behind this one, and that's easy for Saigili to pick up. He finds Aslan on the halfway line for Türkiye. Aslan is just trodden on the ball there, the Turkish big forward. He's trying to do things almost a bit too quickly here. Just needs to calm down, getting his composure. Here he goes, much better. Got the ball at his feet now, Aslan. But he's been forced wide once again by the Japanese defence into not really an angle to shoot from, and his shot goes well wide.
The referee stopped it again. It's eye shades. Yeah, it's a Turkish player on the boards there.
Yeah, Aslan just took a bump to the face from the sideboard, I think, just as he was trying to have a shot at goal there. So referee just doing the right thing, making sure he's all okay before we resume.
Yeah, we're ready to go again with the Japanese keeper.
So Sato throws the ball out to the left-hand side.
That's going to be a corner.
That one's going to run all the way behind. It's going to be a corner. It was touched through by a Turkish defender. So Japan, they've had numerous corners in the second half already. Their game management has been excellent. They're keeping the ball at the right side of the pitch. We'll see if they go for the same routine again here.
Yeah, it's been quite effective, hasn't it? You know, they've had 2 or 3 sighters at that far post, and they've been close on each occasion. And you know, you would think that the keeper's going to be a bit switched onto it this time.
Same 2 players again. This time it's Hirabayashi who gets the ball from the corner. He plays it across field, looking for Goto, but Aslan is there to make the tackle. Wins it back for Türkiye. He's got a lot of work to do though, and Goto is fighting hard to win that back for Japan. The edge of the attacking third, near sideboard. Here goes Goto. Goes across the pitch, now to the far side. He's lost the ball there though. Now come forward Japan again, and that effort is from Kawamura. Good save low to his left from Saigili. Another call to action for the Turkish keeper. He's been tested a fair bit in this game.
Yeah, he's certainly had more work to do than the Japanese keeper has, that's for sure.
Yeah, Daisuke Sato in the Japanese goal. He had a couple of shots early that went close to him from Emre Aslan, but since the first 5 minutes of the first half, he's had a very quiet game at the back there for Japan. Türkiye know that they're going to need to test him out if they're going to create anything from this game. But at the minute, they just can't create that open shooting opportunity. Ball is on the far sideboards, over the halfway line. Here comes the skipper for Japan, Ryo Kawamura. Kawamura has the ball up against the far sideboard, looking for Hirabayashi. Hirabayashi loses out to Aslan. Bit scrappy all of a sudden here. Tackles flying in from both teams. Can't quite get possession of it. Aslan now does bring it under possession. He's got a lot of work to do though. He's at the halfway line, centre of the pitch. And he gets bundled over there, but referee says play on until Aslan falls on the ball.
Yeah, he's handled the ball on the floor, Aslan. He's getting a bit frustrated, and I can't say I blame him really, because every time he gets the ball, there's 4 Japanese lads around him, and Yeah, he's going to have nightmares about those tonight.
Yeah, bundled off the ball there. I think he was hoping for a free kick. Eventually just kind of fell on top of it. So free kick goes the way of Japan. There's just under 5 minutes remaining. Still 1-0 to the Japanese.
Yeah, and the foul count is ticking up. That's 3 against Turkey now. So they're going to have to be a bit careful.
Yeah, got to be careful. Obviously 5, and then you reach the 8-metre penalty. So, free kick for Japan. Taken, and the ball comes out to this right-hand side, although it's not going to be kept in by Hirabayashi, so that'll be a goal clearance.
Good substitution by the Turks.
And Turkey are going to make another change here as they look to change and freshen things up, although first looks like we're going to have a timeout. So both teams can talk things over with 4.5 minutes remaining. Turkey know that they've got to find a way to score some goals. It does look like the number 7 Emre Okal is coming out for them, and Hassan Satay, number 11, will be coming on as we look at the highlights of the second half so far, and it's pretty much one-way traffic as Japan look to try and extend their lead. Lots of efforts from, as they say, Ryo Kawamura, the Japanese skipper, from the corner. He had 2 in a row which were almost identical as he took it from the corner, then cut in onto that right foot and had a fierce effort that flashed right across the face of goal. Him and Taichi Hirabayashi have certainly been the main threats for Japan in this game. Hirabayashi's already got himself on the score sheet once. As you see there, the left-footed effort from the Japanese skipper Ryo Kawamura. Players are back out after that timeout, so the referees will just check all their eye shades, make sure they're back down covering their eyes, and we will resume play. 4.5 minutes to go. Japan 1, Turkey 0. Currently sending Japan top of the group, Turkey bottom of Group A. This is their final group games. Italy play Thailand in the next game here. So Turkey on the attack. And there is the effort. That's a great save. That is a fantastic save from Daisuke Sato. Big left hand.
Yeah, he's done really well there. The Turkish lad's come in from the left-hand board, and he's rifled a right-footed shot into that far post area. The Japanese keeper's got down really well and pushed it away. And ball's up the other end now with right close to the line.
Yeah, Turkey go back to their keeper. That was almost an instant impact for the substitute Hassan Satay. He's literally only just come on at that timeout and very nearly scores immediately. So here goes Aslan trying to break through. Can't quite. Turkey are having to commit bodies forward here. They might leave themselves a bit open at the back as Masaki Goto picks that ball up, but it's well defended by Turkey, but they've got to get the ball forward and get the ball forward quickly here. Here is Hassan Satay once again. Satay trying to cut into from the left onto his right foot, but plenty of Japanese bodies around him, one of which is Kawamura, who brings it away for Japan now. Kawamura onto his right foot, shooting opportunity, shoots, but that's well blocked there from Recep Aydeniz, and that's out for a corner to Japan.
Yeah, Turkey are really pressing quite hard now. They've brought on Satay, who's certainly made a difference to them. He seems to be a little bit more direct than the other players, and at least they've forced some action out of that Japanese goalkeeper.
Yeah, Satay has been hugging that left touchline high up the pitch, just giving Turkey a bit more width to their play, which they have been lacking at times today. So a corner for Japan. They've got just over 3 minutes to go here to preserve their 1-0 lead. There's Kawamura. The skipper tries to force his way through the Turkish wall of 3 players. That clearance has been struck straight at him. Ends up in the hands of the Turkish keeper, who distributes the ball quickly up to Aslan. Good first touch to get the ball under control. Strike goes at pace. Strike from a wide angle, and yeah, it goes across the face of goal. That'll be out for a goal kick. And at the moment, Aslan just can't get into those shooting positions as Japan make a substitution here. The goal scorer Taichi Hirabayashi is coming off, and he's been replaced by Akihito Tanaka, the number 7.
Yeah, the coach is using his squad well, rotating them around, keeping them all fresh. You've got a couple of minutes to go. He doesn't want any mistakes now.
Hirabayashi's done his job today. He's got the opening goal, which could well be the winning goal at this rate, so a well-earned rest for him and a bit of game time for Tanaka. And he's in amongst it immediately, Tanaka, and looks like this free kick's been given to Japan.
Yeah, the Turkish lad had his arm around the neck of the Japanese player there, and he was dragging him down, and Markeep spotted that and has quite rightly given Japan a foul. And now, it makes it even more interesting. Turkey will be on 4 fouls. So if they commit another one, we'll get an 8-metre penalty.
Yeah, well indicated there by the official that Turkey are on 4 fouls, so their next one will result in an 8-metre penalty, which they definitely do not want to concede. There's 2.5 minutes to go. They need goals. They don't want to be conceding penalties. So, free kick for Japan. Tanaka and Kawamura over it. Officials just checking that the keeper is happy. And it'll be up to the Japanese guide to instruct his players on this move. Behind the goal, shouting instructions. He then moves to the keeper's left-hand post.
He's certainly not hurrying himself, is he?
He knows that, well, I wonder if he knows the clock isn't running. He can't time waste when the clock stopped. But now moves to the other post. Longer tap on the right-hand post, and the official wants a word here. The Turkish keeper Hüseyin Saygili just getting a word for talking when Japan are trying to set themselves up here.
Yeah, so we're going to have to go through this process all again. It's really frustrating, the goalkeeper. He's the first one who gets the chance to talk. The guide's got to be quiet then, and the Japanese have to be quiet. The referee then asked him, "Are you set?" And the goalkeeper says yes. Then it's the guide's turn.
It's just the right-hand post this time, tapped then. Here goes Kawamura. On the attack, left-footed effort. Shoots low, but shoots straight at Saygili in the goal. It's easy for him to collect, and off go Turkey on attack. They know they need goals, and they need them quickly. Hasan Satai on the sideboard. Japan doing well there, trying to win the ball back. Aslan's got the ball, but he's got all 4 Japanese players crowding him out here. On the far sideboard, just halfway inside the attacking third. Japan have bored it away. Number 8, Misaki Goto does it well. Plays the ball upfield and he'll chase his own clearance. This suits Japan perfectly here. Although they have just conceded a free kick.
No, it's a free kick to Turkey.
Japan concede the free kick there, so chance for Turkey to get the ball up the pitch. There's Misaki Goto just a little bit too over-exuberant there.
Yeah, it was an indirect free kick.
Yeah, that free kick comes to nothing there. It's poor from Turkey. That clearance upfield goes straight out. And Japan have called a timeout here with just under 1:40 left in this game.
Yeah, just get some drinks on board, and right then, lads, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go, and let's keep them out.
Yeah, so this was the big chance for Turkey. It was Hasan Satai straight off the bench. Strong effort with his right foot, and that is an excellent save. One-handed low to his left-hand side from Daisuke Sato, and that may well be the moment that Turkey look back on thinking that could have been our goal. As you look at a couple of other moments of this second half, a mazy run there from Ryo Kawamura. He's done that a lot today, but wasn't able to find the back of the net, and then you see Emre Aslan getting his shot off, but the angle just hasn't suited him at all today. Japan have marshalled him well. They've restricted him to being forced to shoot from bad positions, and as a result he hasn't found the back of the net.
Yeah, Japanese coach using his squad. I think we got another substitution or 2.
You see the Japanese fans there out in force. Brought the big flag to hang up, It's excellent to see, come to support their team. Yeah, officials just checking the eye mask of the players who've just come on, including Taichi Hirabayashi, the goal scorer, who is back on. So he's back on the pitch. And Yuzuki Sonobe is also on the pitch for Japan, the number 14. Looks like he's playing up front. So the ball out. Hirabayashi for Japan. Loses out there to Satai, and Hassan Satai drives forward. Knows he needs to create something here. Does well, Satai. Still going, Satai has a shot, and that's a good save. Wasn't very far away, it was a close shot. The keeper's taken a blow in amongst all that.
Yeah, that was a great save by the Japanese keeper, and yeah, he's put his body on the line for his team there, and he's taken a knock, and I'm not sure if it was a knock from the player or from the ball. These balls are particularly heavy. We'll have a little look again.
Yeah, Hassan Satai bundled his way through, then took the effort from only a metre or two out from the keeper, struck it right-footed.
And he's followed it in, hasn't he?
Yeah, one of the other players just following it in after and just catching the Japanese keeper, but a good save. And the Japanese keeper launches the ball up the pitch, but he's launched it too far, so Turkey will get possession. They've got a minute to go. They know they need goals. What can they do in this final minute? Hassan Satai seems to be their bright spark in this second half, and he's on the ball once again. He's got two Japanese defenders around him. Tries to find Emre Aslan, but he can't get it through to him.
Yeah, he had two Japanese defenders on him, then two waiting in reserve behind him.
Japan defending in numbers as they try and run the clock down here. You've got 30 seconds left. Emre Aslan trying to force his way through. Can he create something? But once again, that sea of Japanese defence blocks him. But here goes Aslan, and he's got a shot off, but doesn't strike it cleanly with his right boot. That's out for a goal clearance, and Japan get the ball up the other end as far away as possible. And the goal scorer, Hirabayashi, looking for a second. It's end to end at the end here, but with 4-3, clock ticks down. This is going to be it. It is it. It is a 1-0 victory for Japan. They end the group stages with a victory over Turkey. Turkey at the moment are currently fourth. They will hope that the best they can finish now is third in their group. If Italy do them a favour and beat Thailand in the next game, the goal from Taichi Hirabayashi enough to separate the sides here. Turkey had their moment, but overall Japan in control of that game and deserved winners.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're well deserved for their 3 points there. By far the better team. Turkey huffed and puffed, but yeah, looking at the table, Japan sitting pretty. Italy to go this afternoon against Thailand. Could be important for who finishes top of the group. So, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so as the players shake hands in the middle, it's a deserved victory for Japan. It sees them move on to 7 points from their 3 games. They are unbeaten in the group stage, and they will take that confidence into the knockout stages of this tournament. For Turkey, they take just the 1 point from the group stage, and they will be back in the early place playoff games later in the week. So it finishes 1-0 to Japan here. The next game will indeed be that other fixture from Group A. It will be Italy against Thailand. That's a 2:30 kickoff. Before we move on to Group B fixtures, England v China, and then Germany v Argentina this evening. So as we see the Japanese players just going over to their fans in the corner to celebrate with them. Deserved victory. You can see there's Japanese flags in the crowd. It's excellent to see their supporting their stars.
There's lots of waving and kiss blowing, and Yeah, they're all happy, and the Japanese are always so polite. They're stood in a long line bowing to the supporters, and they're really, really grateful for the support that they get, and they're still bowing to the supporters up in the stand.
Yeah, athletes appreciate all the support they get from their fans, and they certainly deserve it after that performance. And a very strong group performance from Japan. After that draw with Italy, they've won 2 in a row, so they current top of the group, and at the moment it looks like they could be one of the favourites to go quite far in the tournament. Yeah, so finishes here in the 12:30 kickoff in Group A. Japan 1, Türkiye 0. We will be back for the 2:30 kickoff between Italy and Thailand.